Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the auction house in NBA 2K25 My Team, everything that we know so far, and the good, the bad, and my worries with the auction house here in NBA 2K25. So, before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I'm uploading every single day. I have not had a PC for the past 4 days. My computer was broken, so thankfully I got that fixed before 2K25 came out, and we're back. We're ready to go, and game comes out tomorrow morning, so we're going to be hitting the ground running, tons and tons of content. But I think this is probably one of the things that people are the most interested in 2K25. First of all, how you unlock the auction house. Pretty simple, although not actually that simple, is to unlock the auction house, you have to reach the gold tier of the MyTEAM rep. The rep system specifically is honestly a bit more grindy than I anticipated, especially to hit the rep system, to hit gold tier rep. It took content creators who had the game early for early access, guys like TK, Carlos Story, people like that. It took them about 6 hours or so to unlock the auction house. Now, if you get on the game and immediately start grinding, I do believe that it may happen a little bit quicker. I'm not entirely sure if you can, I believe, get rep offline. So if you are an offline player, you can unlock the auction house playing offline, which is good. And that might actually be the way that I recommend a lot of people unlock the auction house, because even if you are planning on spending money, if you spend money on packs before you've unlocked the auction house and you pull duplicates of anything, you have to quick sell the duplicates. So I personally would recommend waiting to open packs if you are planning on opening packs and spending money, which I know some people are out there are. I would wait to do that probably until you unlock the auction house, just so that you can sell things of value that you might pull that are duplicates and things of that nature. Because if you, for example, were to pull duplicates, if you pulled 2 diamonds, for example, you open $100 worth of packs, you pull 2 diamonds, and they happen to be the same diamonds, that's going to really hurt if you have to quick sell a diamond day one of the game. So my recommendation would be to wait to open packs and spend money until you unlock the auction house. Now, unlocking the auction house is going to be a more time-consuming process than it has been in past years. People are saying you get about 16% of rep per game for Showdown, about 4% for Triple Threat Park. I don't exactly know what it looks like offline. My plan realistically probably will be to start in Triple Threat Park or offline. I haven't decided which yet, but you will get a few cards just for logging in. If you buy the Pro Pass, you'll get Amethyst Vince card, or you get a Jason Tatum Ruby if you pre-ordered the game. I think that's all of the pre-order levels, but definitely for the $100 and $150 versions. If you bought the Pro Pass in Season 8 last year in 2K24, you get an Amethyst D Rose. Should be a few other cards that you get from pre-ordering and stuff like that. I'll probably use those pre-order cards in Triple Threat Park and then in offline to grind rep to get to where I unlock the auction house, and that is something that I will definitely be intending to do first day. It's going to take a little bit of time, but unlocking the auction house is... I mean, I don't know how I feel, in all honesty, about it taking as long as it's going to unlock the auction house. I think if you're a little bit more committed and dedicated to the grinding, it might be closer to 3 or 4 hours instead of 6 hours, but still, that's relatively time consuming. I'll be completely honest. That's not going to be a super easy, quick grind the way that it has been in previous years, where you were able to unlock the auction house in 10 minutes by like collecting cards or things of that nature. So it'll be very interesting to see how that works. Now, you start with, and Lethal mentions this here, once you unlock the auction house, each tier that you go up, you get 10 more cards that you can sell in your auctions. You start with 20 when you unlock the auction house, which is actually more than I anticipated, and I think that's good. You will be able to sell up to 20 cards at a time in gold tier rep, and then each tier you go up. So Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby, Amethyst, Diamond, Pink Diamond, Galaxy Opal, Dark Matter. Dark Matter is the highest tier. You gain 10 more in each. So by the time you get to Dark Matter, that's like, I have to do the math, but it's somewhere close to 100 cards in the auction house for sure. So a lot of cards that you'll be able to post at the same time, and I think that's kind of neat, I guess. So I'm totally fine with that. This will be kind of annoying day one, but unless you're the type of person who's just grinding new accounts and making new accounts all the time, which I think the majority of people aren't, once you have it unlocked, you have it unlocked. I'm not super duper concerned about that. Yes, it's going to be a little time consuming. I think in theory, the reason they made this more time consuming is to hopefully try to slow down the MT bots and MT buying in the auction house. With that being said, I think those MT bots kind of play the game to grind MT themselves. They have somehow set it up botted, the MT system. I don't really know. But what I will say What I will say about these MT bots, and I think this is very, very important to note, and one of the most interesting things and important things, it's going to be really interesting to see how it works in 2K25, is this right here. The fair use auction house statement that everybody gets when they first unlock the auction house. You've unlocked the ability to use the auction house. 2K closely monitors all transactions and behavior detrimental to the health of the game mode will not be tolerated. All transactions will be held in escrow for screening and may be canceled for any reason. Accounts associated with fraudulent or suspicious behavior will be banned. Don't risk it. This could cause some problems. I'll be completely honest. Number one, I will say this. Don't even waste your time trying to buy MT. Don't do it. It's stupid. It's going to get you banned. They're really cracking down on it. I don't think they're going to be going for loopholes. I think it's going to be really, really tough to get away with buying MT this year. And I think that's going to change the way the auction house works if compared to previous years where buying MT was absolutely rampant until the second half of NBA 2K23, from 2K19, 2K20, all the way to 2K23, until they started banning people for it. It was the auction house was very expensive, very, very high priced cards because there was so much MT in the marketplace. There's not going to be that much MT anymore. So it may change the way the auction house works, and hopefully it'll cause the auction house to be a bit lower than it has been in the past. But definitely would not risk buying MT. I think that's going to be a bad idea. My biggest concern is that this screening system, however it works, may have its own flaws. And if we have a flawed screening system, we could see people getting banned, for example, for buying a card, badging the card up, selling it for more. Because people in the past with the auction house, that's a big way that people made MT, was saving a bunch of their Hall of Fame badges, applying them all to one card, one of the big desirable cards from any certain content drop, and selling that card back and making a bunch of MT. That may not really be available this year, and I hope it is. We'll have to wait and see, but that is something that I'm going to be completely honest, I'm a bit concerned about. I think that could be a bit problematic if that does wind up being the way that this works. So fingers crossed that this screening system actually works as intended and isn't completely broken, because if it is, that could be really problematic. And I'm definitely concerned with the concept of this MT, the way that MT bans could potentially work with the auction house. I'm hoping you're allowed to badge up cards to make MT. I'm hoping that they don't ban people for sniping, for example. They said they weren't going to, but we're going to have to wait and see on that type of stuff. It's going to be really interesting to see if this screening system is flawed, if we're getting false bans, if 2K's communication will be proper, and if they actually will have support set up to help with false bans. Like, this could cause issues. There are a myriad of potential issues that could be caused by this, and I'm really hoping that it works properly, because I don't have a problem with 2K cracking down on buying MT. I have no issues with that whatsoever. That is totally within their realms. It's against terms of service, and I totally understand it. I completely get it. With that being said, I hope it doesn't lead to other problems with the auction house and other limitations to the mode and things of that nature. So we're going to have to wait and see. The other, and I think this is the best thing about the auction house, is that the auction house only has a 10% tax. By the way, I didn't mention this. Shout out to Lethal. This dude, Lethal 2K, he posts everything on his Twitter. He's going to be a big asset. He's a big asset to the community, and he's helpful to my video, just to my videos for consolidation of a lot of news and stuff like that. I'll probably be using his Twitter in the future to talk about news and things of that nature that are being broken down and things that information that we get. So I think that's, I definitely want to say shout out to him, and I appreciate his help. He also is going to be uploading his own 2K videos he has in the past. He's a big sniper as well, so he'll be doing sniping content. Look him up on YouTube. Go sub to his YouTube channel. Follow him on Twitter, all that type of stuff. Definitely a useful resource in the 2K community and a good content creator in his own right. So shout out to Lethal. Appreciate him for letting people in general, posting all this information out there for the public to use. But with a 10% auction house tax, which you see right here, a 10% 2K transaction fee will be deducted if this card is sold. This is so much better than the player market's 60% tax for selling a card back. This reopens the ability to try out a card, for example, because even if you do sell the card, you're going to lose, in estimate, 10%. Say there's a Diamond Paul George card that comes out next week, and you want to try Diamond Paul George. You buy him. You don't like him as much as you thought you were going to, and you want to sell him back. You're not going to lose 60% of your MT the way you would have last year. This is a massive W for a variety of reasons, and I think a 10% pat tax, in all honesty, I was worried it was going to be 20, 30, 40, 50%. I was worried there was going to be a significant tax closer in line to the way that the player market was last year, and I'm very, very pleased to find out that that is not the case. I think, as a whole, this is, I mean, people are complaining about it in the comments, and I guess that's their right. I am so pleased with this compared to what I thought it might be. So a 10% tax in the auction house is something that I am completely and utterly fine with, and I think is actually totally cool. It's the way it's always been. I'm glad it didn't go up. That makes me happy. Overall, I'm excited about the auction house. I really am. It opens up a whole new avenue of content. It re-brings back the sniping community, which is sick. Opens up the opportunity for market crash videos and a variety of different things that will definitely be implemented in my content as well. I may even do some sniping videos myself this year. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not a big sniper, at least I haven't been in the past, but I might try to pick it up more this year. We'll have to wait and see. Regardless, the auction house being back is awesome. I am so excited about this, and I hope y'all are excited about it as well. There might be some flaws with 2K25, but it looks way better than 2K24. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, y'all know I am going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to break down everything as honestly as I possibly can for everybody in the community, and hopefully be able to answer all y'all's questions and give y'all all the information you want. I said this in my other video that I released earlier, and I'll say it again. If you are wanting to see any specific videos from me over the next few days, leave me a comment. Let me know what videos you want to see. Also, if you see a comment of a video that you would like to see, like that comment, because comments with a lot of likes, that's going to be the type of video that I'd like to make. I want to know what y'all want to make and what y'all want to see from me over the next few days of NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. And I'm excited for this year. Hope y'all are as well. Appreciate y'all for watching. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.